Hello, you amazing 3,000 people and the 82% who have yet to subscribe. Please do. Almost there to my personal goal. Today is a glorious day, brothers. Today we get the first patch for Space Marine 2. And it's glorious. Let's jump in. Let's have a look. Yes, patch 3.0 is here and live, and it is amazing. So, the first patch, the first proper patch for Space Marine 2. So, we get ultra-wide support, so if you've got the big, wide monitors, you're going to be able to eep over that and get that in the game. We also get the new sparring arena, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can jump in and I'm going to record. So if I've been able to do that post editing, then it'll be here now up on the screen, having a little look at it and a little look around of it. But don't worry, we will be checking it out in one of the future streams coming next week when I've got some of the boys on with me. Also available while in operations on internal mode, this brand new arena is accessible directly from the launch bay. Once there, you'll be given your weapons and grenades as if you were in a PvP match and allowed to spar it out with one of your battle brothers ahead of your next mission. We've also introduced an option to reset custom armor and color presets by replacing them with the default ones instantly. This is also really good news. And you can find these complete list of improvements and changes below. This is so good. Absolutely amazing. So, patch notes. Hub sparring area. A special area of the battle badge available in operations and internal mode game mode where players complete in friendly PvP with players in their squad. Yes. Ultra-wide support for PvP PC. Private mode for operation mode. Brilliant. The mode that gives players the ability to play operations alone with bots or alongside one friend without being match made with randoms during the mission. This is going to be so good for live streaming because I'm going to be able to start bringing you guys in, and I'm going to be able to have private lobbies with my friends as well, which is really, really good. Really happy with that. Add what's new and a message of the day. Really good. And added option to reset custom armor presets, as we've already discussed. So gameplay tweaks and balances. This is awesome. So gameplay, the marking tools have been added, improved responsiveness and combat of social wheel control with a mouse. Cool. Disabled unnecessary objects that do not require highlighting and worked poorly with it. Several minor bug fixes. Power Fist damage for fully charged attacks has been greatly increased. Brilliant. My Bulwark is going to love that. So is my Assault Marine, actually. Power Fist just felt kind of weak. Heavy Plasma, base ammo increased by 5. Blast damage radius increased. Overheat per shot drastically decreased from 50 to 30 for charged shots and from 20 to 15 for base shots. Amazing. And base damage slightly increased by 10%. I've not really used that on the heavy yet, but really looking forward to it. Medstims restore contested health in addition to adding actual healing. That is really good news. An Ox grenade launcher ammo now can be refilled with an ammo boxes and not by refilling from the infinite ammo cache. That is so good. That is really, really good. I really like that. That is a really, really good change. I really like that one a lot. Because it's really kind of annoying, especially when you play that mission, especially if you kind of screw up your grenades against the gargoyles, you're kind of having to not being able to do that. And you're having to run back and to get to the main one. So campaign, difficulty. Enemy aggressiveness on veteran difficulty in campaign decreased for single player experience. Player health on veteran difficulty in the campaign is slightly reduced to compensate for the AI aggression and armor management updates. Okay, that seems fair. Bots, various inability restrictions were lifted, allowing bots to be more helpful and effective, while still not beating the game for the player. That's really good to see. Bots will now help focus firing on zoanthropes when the player attacks them. Brilliant. Zoanthropes are a pain in the ass when you solo win missions. Heavily eased restrictions on bot finishing on enemies instead of leaving them for the player to reduce the annoyance. Nice. Bots are now allowed to help with Gargoyle objectives. That's really good. Fixed a variety of bugs related to bots getting stuck. Fixed a bug where bots can run out of ammo on weapons without magazines. Really quality. So on operation mode, we've got a couple of changes here as well. Tweak the AI director and spawn rules for chaos enemies in operation mode. A max number of Zangos with shields on the arena at the same time is reduced from 10 to 4. That's pretty good because they are really annoying, the shields. Especially when they constantly keep that shield up, you're really hard to get them down. Max number of cultist snipers on the area at the same time reduced from 10 to 3. I don't feel that was a massive problem, but okay, I'll take it. Max number of Zangos in an arena at the same time reduced from 30 to 20. Okay, that's cool. Max number of Rubric Marines with bolt guns on the area at the same time reduced from 8 to 5. Cool. I imagine there's still going to be bullet magnets, though. A max number of Rubric Marines with warp flamers on the area reduced from 4 to 3. Cool. So they've nerfed operations a little bit. That's going to be quite interesting. So, Perfect Parry has been updated. Now restores armor for killing minorities, not only for countering their special attacks. That's really nice. Regarding block and fencing weapons, a bug has been fixed in Perfect Parry window for fencing weapons. Now it has a 20 frames window for Perfect Parry and a 10 frames for vulnerability at the end of the animation, instead of the 30 frames of Perfect Parry for full animation as it was intended originally. Assault class, base ground pound damage increased by 30%. Is this going to fix assault? Let's find out in a future video. Armor boost drops from destruction crates now less common. Cooldown raised from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Cool. So, some good changes there. Quite like that. Quite like that a lot. PvP, improved player spawn system. It should make spawn killing more difficult. Reworked Vanguard's grapple launcher in PvP. Instead of a full stun, it will now stagger enemy and will slow them down drastically. That's a bit of a nerf to Vanguard. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the old PvP games. For AI, reduce ability to stun lock enemies with ranged attacks while all AI characters. Accuracy ranged enemies is reduced when attacking, and off-screen accuracy of ranged enemies is reduced when attacking melee enemies. Regarding Hormagaunts and Zangos, melee damage now deals specific amount of damage instead of removing one complete armor segment per attack. Oh, that's so good. Zoanthropes, increased psychic screen damage sparring time from 0.5 seconds to 2 seconds to prevent one-shot damage. Nice. Psychic scream damage reduced from 11 to 8. Psychic scream effective range from 50 to 40 meters. Psychic scream range is reduced by 10 meters. Okay, I'm liking that. Carnifex is the one I'm really wanting to see. Termagant, Flesh Brawl spray attacks reduced from 1 to 0.5. And the damage is from 0.3 to 0.1. The Tyrannid Warrior with the Devourer, projectile damage reduced from 0.9 to 0.6 per projectile. The Rubric Marine with Warp Flame, Icon Flame damage has been reduced from 9 to 6. The Flame Burst damage reduced from 6 to 4. And the Flaming Shot damage reduced from 6 to 4. And the health reduced by 10%. Rubric Marines with Bolter, spray attack damage reduced from 1.5 to 1. Precision Shot with the red indicator, damage reduced from 4 to 2. Reduced frequency on teleports used to disengage players to make them less annoying to fight, health reduced by 10%. And then Zangos with a shield, HP greatly reduced. Cool. Now, Carnifex, because this boy, I had this last night when I was trying to do a couple of solo missions. And I found that the Carnifex, when I'm there with just 2 bots, and this was on level 3 operations, was pretty much unsoloable. Especially if you were playing like a melee-orientated class, like a Vanguard Assault or a Bulwark. I was on a Bulwark at the time. It was just like, you couldn't get into him to hit him. So, Rage Phase updated. Carnifex becomes faster and more aggressive. Taunt frequency is reduced. Fixed a bug where his Cone of Thorns attacks wouldn't fire projectiles. Oh, maybe he hasn't been fixed. Oh, well, this is interesting. And then the Hive Tyrant slightly increased his health and resistance to explosives and melt weapons increased by 20%. So you're not going to just roll in there now with a melter gun and whoop his ass. Okay, so there's some been buffs and nerfs across the board there. And then customization, fixed icon color administratum grey, Ulrich gold and celestial grey colors. Fixed several issues with default colors being in the wrong same chapter. Varangard relic right grave now requires 29 victories instead of 36. Added a color pattern called Graves pattern, allowing the players to customize the bottom half and the top half of the legs separately. Really, really cool. Really cool, because there's quite a few chapters that do that. Maps. Fixed several issues that prevent players from progressing within some levels. Fixed a lot of minor collision issues. Tweaked dust storms, density and duration, and ballistic engine operation. Tweaked the Helldrake fire timings on the bridge require operation. Trials can now be accessed via the Hyperknight in the armory. Excellent. So there's general fixes. So there's been a few general fixes, obviously, as well. Fix the bug where challenging loadout mid-operation would restore your health. Improve jump pack ability responsiveness. Fix several issues in the trials. Fix the bug in some where rare cases controls would stop working after performing a finisher. Fix the bug where players do not receive armor. Data from Hellbrute spawned from Chaos Portals. Fix the bug that caused the Vanguard's Adrenaline Rush perk description to show 1% instead of 10%. Fixed announcer spawn internal ward mode. Fixed multiple ways of duplicating ammo in operation mode. Fixed a bug where grapple launcher would get cancelled if overlapped by a small geometry. Fixed a bug where tactical perk Emperor's Vengeance did not work with Plasma Incinerator. Fixed a bug where several weapons could restore more than actual consistent health, i.e. the melters. That was already done in the last patch, I believe. And then fixed several issues where you're causing loss of saves. Fixed an unidentified voice at the end of the story that was assigned to the wrong character. Never noticed that. Kind of cool. Lots of minor UI fixes, improvements. Lots of minor animation fixes, improvements. Lots of other fixes. This is absolutely amazing, brothers. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. This is really, really good. This is what we want to see from the first patch of the game. We've got some really cool stuff, some like nerfs and balances, and that's really nice. We're going to see if that like really sort of levels it out and actually fixes a lot of the issues. But all in all, this patch is very, very welcome, and I think it's definitely a good sign that the game is going to progress really, really well, and we're just going to be waiting now until some of the new stuff comes out. I'm really interested to see how some of the changes are going to affect in PvP, in your operations. Really going to be looking forward to seeing that Power Fist. I'm going to be rolling that Power Fist on my Bulwark and on my Assault Marine. Yeah, baby. And just going to be enjoying it in general. This game is amazing, and I'm going to be doing a lot more content for it. So, if you are enjoying my content for Space Marine 2, please hit that subscribe button, and you can join the chapter. And, yeah. And you can like, share, comment, and everything else. Let me know what you think in the comments below of the patch. Is it enough? Did they go too far? Have they not fired enough? Is there things that you wanted them to fix that they didn't fix? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll have a chat about it. And obviously, share it with your friends, bring them into the channel, and you can check out my members and Patreon areas. And I'm going to start setting up a regular streaming night now that my new work rota has been sorted. So probably going to be looking maybe for a couple of hours on a Tuesday, depending on what I'm doing. All right, brothers. So, catch you all in the next video, people. Time to purge.